So sales tax is a percent of each sale that the government charges in order for the government to function. And Utah is right around 6%, so well 6.7%. So everything that we buy, somewhere around that, everything is a little bit different. But remember that as a decimal, that's 6.7 divided by 100, which equals 0.067. So if you want to buy something, of course you're going to pay 100% of the thing you're going to buy plus 6.7%. Well, in decimal form, this is 1 plus 0.067, which means we can multiply the object or the thing we're going to buy by 1.067 to get our total. And this is kind of an important thing to make sure that you understand as we go forward. And in the assignment, we're going to identify the sales tax of each of 3 states from tables, graphs, and equations. So let's say South Carolina has some prices, and then their prices with the sales tax. Now there's 2 ways that we can find South Carolina's sales tax. And that is, the first thing I think of when I see a table is, remember, constant equals the y column divided by the x column. And of course, this column over here is the x, this one is the y. So putting 858 divided by 8 should give us that constant. And that gives me 1.0725. And if you were to go through and put each one of these y's over their x's, this y over the x, it should each come out to be about 1.0725. It might be a rounded number because we round to the nearest cent. But if you recognize it, here's your sales tax right here. But if you don't recognize it, another thing you can do is put the difference between the 8 and the 858. And that difference is just 58 cents over the 8, and that should give you the sales tax alone without the 100%. And that equals 0.0725. So as a percent, we multiply it by 100, and we find that South Carolina has a sales tax of about 7.25%. And that's finding it from a table. And you're going to multiply it by 1.0725 for South Carolina. And that will give you the final price. Now you could multiply it by just the sales tax to find out just the amount of sales tax, but when they want the final answer, of course we want to go with the one that's going to give us the final answer to begin with. Well, next we're going to find the sales tax from an equation. It says that Kentucky sales tax is modeled by the equation y equals 1.061x, where x is the price in dollars and y is the price including sales tax in dollars. So again, we've got this 1.061, and again, if you've caught on, this 1 represents 100% of whatever you're going to buy plus the 6.1% that you're going to spend in sales tax. So really in this case, it's just recognizing where it is. Again, y is the price including sales tax equals multiplying the price by 1.061. So in this case, it's just recognizing that 1.061 minus the 1 gives me 0.061. And when we multiply that by 100, we get Kentucky sales tax at 6.1%. Now and you're going to multiply it by 1.061 in Kentucky. So this is Oklahoma sales tax. It's on a graph, and they give us a line, and they give us 2 of the points. Well, really, again, this is an x and a y. Our first number in the coordinate pair is the x, the second one is the y. And again, just like in the table, if I put y over x or y divided by x, I should be able to find out what the price with tax is. So that's what it says right here, price including sales tax, what that coefficient is. So we do 2178 divided by 20. And that equals 1.089. Again, recognizing the 1.089, the 1 is 100%, we know that the sales tax is 8.9% for Oklahoma, which is pretty high. And of course, you could check that by putting 9801 and dividing that by 90. And if you do that on your calculator, it also gives you 1.089. And so the sales tax in Oklahoma is 8.9%, at least according to this graph. On the homework from there, you're going to find out the price of a gaming system for 3 friends in 3 different states, and what you're going to do is multiply that gaming system by the 1.089 in Oklahoma.